Hello and welcome to my channel, Emma Jane's Garden, and it is the 14th of October and I thought I'd just do you a quick video of what my plots are looking like at the moment. Please bear in mind the weeding got out of hand and I may not have done enough of it, so let me show you how look at these dahlias, absolutely stunning. These Au Lait here, just beautiful. Let's have a quick look round and I'll show you what's been going on here. It's been a while since you visited. So we'll start with the dahlias, and they are just looking gorgeous. So we've got the lovely Au Lait here. It's really starting to take off now. Definitely one that likes to wait until the last minute to come out. And then I've got, some of them are going over now. And I've just ordered some labels and I'm going to start labelling them up so I know the ones I want to keep and the ones that are either going to go to the garden or get sold on. And then I've got a few up here as well. Sorry, I'm just falling over the dog. He just likes to stand in the way. So I've got a few up here. I'm still absolutely in love with this guy. This is Jerry Hoke and she is a water lily, and do you know what, she is gorgeous. I'm hoping her tube is big enough to divide this year. I want to get a few more of those. And these are my Chrysanthemums, and they're looking lovely, and you know, I really like them. And I've got some darker ones over there, and there's also meant to be some green ones, which I think that's going to be purple as well. I did have a green one that looked like this but green, but it just doesn't seem to have come up. Oh, that'll be the dog again. Why are you following me? Now you're standing on everything now. He doesn't understand flowers and that you can't stand on them. Right, you're going over there now, are you? So these are my Rebecca. They are just going over now. They've been amazing. This is Cherry Brandy. Look, absolutely stunning. I can't think what the back yellow ones were, but they were absolutely brilliant. But like I say, everything's just starting to go over. And these are the Sahara, and these have been lovely. These like doubles, really pretty, and they're really papery as well. But it's been a while since I've picked most of it. I haven't picked anything for 7 days now, so that's the dahlias. I've got some scabious still here, which the dog just trampled on, but these are still looking good, and you can see there's still buds. And you should pick them when they look like this, so that they turn out like that in the vase when people get them home. That's if you're doing them for bouquets. If you're doing them for like events and weddings, pick them like this, and then they look stunning for the time that you need them. So let's have a walk over here. These dahlias are just beautiful, and this one here is called Purple Perfection, and she is perfection. She's gorgeous. She's very similar to the cafe, but in this lovely pink colour. I apologise if the lighting isn't too good. It's kind of I'm actually here waiting so I can go and pick my kids up from school. And then there is Au Lait. I've had a bit of a love-hate relationship with this guy this year, but she's definitely one that's going to stay. This one hasn't done very well at all this year. This is called Wizard of Oz. Not really sure what happened to her. I think she got stunted at some point because they've been really short stemmed and they're meant to be quite a long stemmed one. I'm not sure what this flower is. It's quite pretty. I didn't plant it. I like this dahlia. This is a nice one. I like these collarettes. And this one does seem to last quite well in a vase. Not as long as the poms. The pom-pom ones last a lot longer, but this one's lasts a good 3 to 4 days, which is pretty good for these. Just keeping an eye on my dog. I don't know what he's doing. He's looking for mice. That's what he's doing. I've got this one, and I can't remember what this one's called, but this has been lovely. But again, hasn't done as well over here. I do think maybe it was this bed. This is where I had my ranunculus in the spring on this bed. And all I did was I dug it over and put the sweet peas in, which have obviously all gone over now. But I'm collecting seed off these. And then this is my feverfew. So the feverfew's been brilliant this year. did with the feverfew was planted some out on the bottom plot down there, and then I kept some in pots, and then I planted them out. So I planted them out in stages, so I had 3 lots of feverfew going in, which meant that some of it's only just started flowering now at the beginning of October, so end of September, October, which is perfect because I had some events and weddings booked into towards the end, and that was a real lifesaver having that, so I'm glad I had that. Let's have a look what's over here. So here is my scabious. Now this is the scabious that I planted. I sowed it the 31st of August last year, and I tell you what, it is just romped on all summer. I've been picking off this little patch here. I haven't actually put any in just yet, mainly because I didn't have any seed. I've just done a seed order with Chilton's, and that arrived a couple of days ago, so I've just started sowing that. So but I would suggest, if you haven't done any seed planting yet, it's not too late, get on and do it. And also look, I've got seed here which is coming off these plants, so I'm going to take this home and save it if the wind doesn't take it first. This is my Ame. Obviously that's gone over, that needs pulling out, but I had a wren was living in it, so I didn't want to pull it out while she was in there. More dahlias, still looking amazing. In fact, they're looking really good at the moment. We've had some warm weather and it's done them an absolute favour. My verbena is looking really good. I love this stuff. This brilliant, fantastic filler, gorgeous colours. There's nothing not to like about it. Brilliant. Oh, he's sitting down now, look. I've got one dahlia here. These are some more. So these are the ones that have just started. You can see they've just started flowering. So actually that's 4 sowings of the feverfew I did. I've got some sedums that they were starting to go over now, but they're still okay to use. They've been brilliant. I will do a video on how I do it, but I use them to hold up my larger dahlias, and I actually got that idea from Common Farm Flowers. I saw a video that she did and it's a brilliant idea. So if you haven't seen that, check that out. If not, I'll show you anywhere when I do a video. And I can't actually remember what this stuff's called. Begins with a P and I can't remember what it's called, but this has been a brilliant filler. It comes in pink, white and this pale blue. That's been a brilliant filler, and that's really romped on, and I literally had that patch and another patch over here. This has been a real disappointing bed, to be honest. This is where I had my phlox. So this is the phlox here. I mean, I did pick it to death, to be honest. I think maybe I shouldn't have picked quite so much of it. I only got it last year as bare root plants, and I planted them in autumn this time last year and they didn't do anything. So I dug them up in the spring and put them into pots and they started to do something. So I planted them out. On one of my videos I planted them out, and they came lovely and they had some lovely flowers. They were meant to be a mix and they came up as a pink, like a white and pink striped, and it's not to everyone's taste. I wasn't keen on it, but it was brilliant. It went with everything. But I think I maybe overpicked it because they don't look the healthiest of plants. But I'll leave them in the ground and see how they go next year. So this is my meant to be my perennial bed here. But I did find something that I'd forgotten I planted, which were my Heleniums came up finally, because I didn't think they were going to, which are these yellow flowers. So they came up because I thought they had died, so I didn't pick any of those, just so that they could bulk up. And I also have, which I think they've already died down, some astrantia, some red astrantia. So here's the red astrantia here, and I'd forgotten I'd even planted them, so I've got a row of red astrantia here, but it is dying back. But I've also got this is a really good filler, and it's called Green Trick. It's a dianthus, but this is the first year I've had it, so I'm just going to let that bulk up as well. And then I've got loads of nigella pods, which I'm hoping are going to just self-seed themselves. And this side isn't as productive. This was mainly my spring side, so I use this in the spring more. But we have got this amazing dahlia. I don't know what it's called, but it has pumped out flowers after flowers after flowers, this white one, and it's been amazing. I've used it in so many things. So I've got quite a few dahlias all the way along here, and I'm going to leave these in over winter. I might take this white one out because I wouldn't mind dividing it because it is such a good one. Oh, he's woken up again. Snapdragons, I gave them a chop and they all seem to be coming back, but I don't think, I mean look, the flowers aren't worth doing anything with, but I thought it was worth trying. Obviously a massive yellow dahlia, which I'm going to take out this year. I left it in the ground last year and plant it in my garden at home because it's not very good for cut flowers because it's got very thin stems. Get off the garden! Oh my god, standing on all my plants. So I have here my carnations, and they are actually looking really good. I've had quite a lot pick off the carnations. I'm not overly keen on the carnations, but they do look good with other flowers. So I have put them in, and then this is some pineapple mint, which I've just not long planted. These larkspurs, it's just the final little flush of larkspur coming. But that just needs pulling out all the larkspur. I'm hoping that might self-sow as well. My cosmos, which got blown over because it just went mad. It was strung up, you can see the strings that were holding it, but they weren't strong enough. Not the size of those plants, they were huge. And this was my straw flowers. Now these straw flowers I'm actually leaving to go to seed, because these are some really nice white ones here. And I want the white ones, those ones, look. I like these white ones. I'm not keen on the more orangey. I'm not keen on straw flowers, I have to say. Not my favourite flower, but they are useful, so I will keep growing them. And then I've had nasturtiums which self-seeded themselves, went mad. I have got some more carnations growing in between here, but I've also underneath here is bulbs which will be coming up in the spring, so there's alliums in here. So I've kind of overplanted the alliums basically. And then this was where I had my, what were they, gladioli, and they looked amazing, and I overplanted them with the cornflowers, which looked really good, but I would not do it again. It was a bit of a mistake, because it was really difficult to cut the gladioli because there were so many cornflowers in the way. This bed needs a real good tidy. Let me come back a bit. You can see it is just one big mess. It needs a big dig. Didn't really dig it over last year, mainly because it's full of Sweet William and they just seem to redo themselves, so I'm trying to keep it as it is. And my pond is somewhere in here. It's a little bit covered, and there's my pond right deep in there, so I need to but there's things in there living in there, so I do need to sort this area out. Rhubarb. But yeah, so that's my cosmos, which have all fallen over. I'll take you over to the bottom plot quickly. So this is the bottom plot. So these were the first few to come up. And this really needs some weeding doing. But this has got roses, some cornflowers, a bit of everything down here. So I've got quite a lot of work to do here. But luckily it is all in beds and there's pathways in between. You just can't see them at the moment. But all this needs pulling out. That's the sunflowers, they've all gone over. More cosmos. But yeah, so this is definitely a winter project, this one. I'll get in here in the winter. But there's still things here to pick, look. I mean, these calendula are absolutely beautiful still. And actually I can easily pick a couple of florist buckets full of flowers out of each of these plots every weekend, so at the moment. So we've still got stuff going on. So that was a really quick tour of what my garden's looking like in autumn. I've just realised the time and I need to go and pick the kids up from school. So I'm just going to climb through the jungle of cosmos. Look, it's crazy. Look at this cosmos. Look how high it is. So, but before I go, I'm just going to show you what I'm doing at the moment. Oh, bumblebee attacking me. And at the top here is where I'm going to be putting my daffodils, and I've just had the bulbs delivered, so I need to crack on with this. This is what I'll be doing tomorrow. So I'm going to dig this over, but I have found it is full of stinging nettle weeds, roots, which is really annoying, so it's going to take some digging out. But this is my daffodil bed, and then that'll be a permanent bed just for the daffodils at the top. Well, thank you very much for watching, and I will be back soon. This is a real quick video, just because I wanted to show you what's going on. It's been a while, and I better go and get the kids because it's getting a bit late. But I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please like and subscribe and tell your friends. And I'll be putting more videos on over the coming weeks and months. See you later, bye bye.